Good morning, colleagues. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ayazova Gaukhar Askarkyzy. I am a teacher, secondary school after Берекет, Жұмалиев. My pedagogical position is not to use technology a lot of in the classroom, but to use it effectively. The future of the country is an educated generation. Nursultan Abishullah Nazarbayev. So, my main purpose, raising the status of the language, upbringing an educated generation, contribute to the future of the country, patriotic education. My position is to use smart technology in my lessons. I went to Nursultan, took a course and got a mentor certificate. I also worked as a mentor in 3 languages of Mangstau region. How did all this success begin? Of course, the first my parents, classmates, and the class teacher, as well as my English teacher, Жанара Манязова. I studied at Шетпе Lyceum, then graduated and improved my knowledge with foreign teachers. I started my first job as a secretary in the Mangstau District Department of Education. I also taught English at Nursaya Kindergarten.
Банан,
Banana,
сәбіз,
garlic,
алма,
apple,
баклажан.
yes.
I regularly study and attend seminars. I also take part in the public events. I would like to note the Grand Prix of the Best Designer in Шетпе 2019 years. And this is Miss Nauras of Mangstau region. My learners are very active in social work. So let's start. Say my hobbies. These are nail stylist, hairstylist, lash maker, maker, designer, and handcraft.
Без башки, изумрудный цвет. 3, 4, 5, все купюры горят. 6, мои ребята горят, когда сзади наряд. Я гоню быстро, не подъедешь близко. Останови, если хочешь увидеться. Я гоню быстро, не подъедешь близко. Громкость на 100, не услышишь.
Don't fake it, fake it, fake it.
And my hobby is, it's my shop. There you can see Turkish clothes as well as many country crafts. Okay, let's start my lesson. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ayazova Gaukhar Askarkyzy. I'm a teacher, secondary school after Берекет Жұмалиев. Book Smiles, class 4th grade. Let me introduce you my short plan. Unit 5. Hot and cold. New theme, weather. My lesson smart objective. Learning objectives. 4.1.1. Recognize words that are spelled out from a limited range of general and curricular topics. 4.2.1. Make basic statements which provide information on an increasing range of general and curricular topics. Lesson objectives divided into 3 groups. All learners will be able to, most learners will be able to, and some learners will be able to. All learners will be able to recognize words that are spelled from limited range of topics. Most learners will be able to recognize words that are spelled from limited range of topics and make basic statements with little support. Some learners will be able to recognize spelling of words from limited range of topics and provide information range of general and some curricular topics. Assessment criteria. Recognize spelling of the words from limited range of topics. Write higher frequency words accurately. Learners can understand the information about weather. Subject-specific vocabulary and terminology. Snowing, cloudy, sunny, windy, cold, foggy, hot, raining. Level of thinking skills, knowledge and comprehension, application. Cross-curricular links, geography. Values links, lifelong learning, global citizenship. Previous learning. Learners have information about weather. Okay, let's start plan. Active learning methods divided into 3 groups. Start, middle, and end. Start divided into 2 groups. Organizing moment and brainstorming. Organizing moment, greeting with learners. Brainstorming, strategy, puzzle. Middle, divided into 3 groups. Listening, where does it go, and speaking skills. Listening, watch the video and repeat words. All learners will be able to. What the word? Where does it go? Most learners will be able to. What's the weather like in your country? Speaking skills. Some learners will be able to look at the picture and answer the question. and the end. Conclusion and the giving home task. Feedback. What I know, what I want to know, what I learned. And the giving home task. Strategy TPR. The purpose of TPR is to create a brain link between speech and action to boost language and vocabulary learning. Improves engagement and challenge all learners to think. When linked to thinking time, learners share ideas and position their own views in relation to others. The method is determined by the techniques of developing skills, helped to achieve learning objectives by using specific strategies. The methods of determined by the techniques of developing skills, helped to achieve learning objectives by using specific strategies. That is why I took these strategies to cover in depth the theme of the lesson. Differentiation methods. All tasks were taken according to learners' interest, ability, and how they accept information. This way of differentiation and strategy puzzle helps to achieve lesson objectives. Puzzle. This strategy increasing memory. They can express their opinions clearly. They can give more ideas and share with them. Differentiation methods divided into 3 groups. All learners will be able to. Most learners will be able to. And some learners will be able to. All learners will be able to. Recognize words that are spelled from limited range of topics. Most learners will be able to. Recognize words that are spelled from limited range of topics and make basic statements with little report. Some learners will be able to recognize spelling of words from limited range of topics and provide information rank of general and some curricular topics. Tasks. All learners will be able to. Task 1. Watch the video and repeat words. What the words? Write the words under the picture. Words: hot, cold, warm, cloudy, sunny, rainy, snowy, windy. Most learners will be able to. Task 2. Where does it go? What's the weather like in your country? Write the weather in your country in seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Some learners will be able to. Task 3. Speaking skills. Look at the picture and answer the questions. First, what season is it? Second, what's the weather like? Third, what colors are they wearing? Fourth, what holidays are there in this lesson? Formative assessment. Criteria-based assessment. Connected with lesson objective and descriptor. Recognize spelling of words from limited rank of topics. Write the higher frequently words accurately. Assessment corresponds to lesson objective. Formative assessment supports learning. Assessment criteria is used in criteria-based assessment. For example, learners collect ticks to each descriptor. From 0 to 4 points are bad. From 5 to 6 points are satisfactory. From 7 to 8 points are well. From 9 to 10 points are excellent. Descriptor all learners will be able to spell the words correctly, listens and checks the words correctly. Most learners will be able to descriptor reads the words correctly, uses links words for good connection. Some learners will be able to descriptor answer the questions correctly. In order to reach learning objectives, I assessed learners after each task through support, encourages giving by points and comments. It gives to learners more interest in the next lesson. In order to reach learning objectives, I assessed teacher assessed by points and comments. According updated curriculum, I understand that the main idea is based on active learning. In the future, I will include values of the mission, мәңгілік ел, in my lesson. I will use feedback and reflection effectively in short-term plan. I will use more strategies and methods in teaching. This is my short plan. Planned things. Divided into 3 groups: start, middle, and end. Start 7 minutes, middle 30 minutes, and end 3 minutes. Start organizing moment, greetings, and learners answer the question: how are you? Who's on duty today? What date is it today? What day is it today? Who's absent? Brainstorming. teacher will give the learners letters and they choose one letter and comprises words. Word hot, cold, rain. And the learners divided into 3 groups. Group 1, hot. Group 2, cold. Group 3, rain. And then in the middle, listening. Where does it go? And the speaking skills. Watch the video and repeat words. It's snowing. Қар жауып тұр. It's cloudy. Бұлтты. It's sunny. Күн шуақты. It's windy. Желді. It's cold. Суық. It's foggy. Тұман. It's hot. Ыстық. It's raining. Жаңбыр жауып тұр. And what's the words? Write the words under the picture. Cold, hot, warm, cloudy, foggy, sunny, rainy, snowy, windy, stormy. And where does it go? What's the weather like in your country? Write the words in your country in seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Spring, foggy. Summer, hot. Autumn, windy. Winter, snowing. And the speaking skills, look at the picture and answer the questions. Then, at the end, conclusion and giving home task. Conclusion, feedback, know, want to know, and learn it. What I know, what I to know, what I learned. Giving home task. People's Book, page 69. Exercise 3. Read and match. Then say. A summer activity, a winter activity. 1. Swimming. 2. Skiing. 3. Surfing. 4. Skating. 5. Camping. 6. Snowboarding. Additional information. Assessment. How are you planning to check learners' learning? Observe learners' success during the game and the formative assessment through the points. Cross-curricular links. Health and safety check. ICT links values links. Lessons will be delivered in accordance with health and safety standards. Use the space below to reflect on your lesson. Answer most relevant questions from the box on the left about your lesson. My lesson objectives and the learning objectives were realistic because I see the results. The learners improved their listening and speaking skills during the lesson. Summary evaluation. What do things went really well? Consider both teaching and learning. The first, things which was really well is dividing group by strategy puzzle. The second, things which was really well is giving differentiation tasks. What do you think would you have improved the lesson? Consider both teaching and learning. First, I give more time learners to think over the answer. The second thing, I will use more interesting strategy for active learning. What have I learned from this lesson about the class or achievement difficulties of individuals that will inform my next lesson? I'll use feedback and reflection effectively in short-term plan. That's all. Thank you for your attention.